Since some time now, I think about why some people think it is terrible that self-driving cars have some rules programmed within that, and that they are also terrible. The one that is really important, at least it looks like that, is that these things have an algorithm that detects if there are 20 people on one side and 1 people on the other side, and it has to drive over someone. It decides and will drive over one person. And in this case, I asked myself, would we do it any different? I mean, if I have the chance to drive over one guy and not 20 guys, I will drive over the one guy. I mean, that's absolutely normal, isn't it? So that kept me thinking, when this one guy is not a guy, but it is your child, in this case, you might turn in the other direction. You see, the thing is, and this is the reason why it is important, is that socialism works from the premise that the needs of the many weigh more than the needs of the few. And this is the basic thing. While people take coercion as an absolutely possible thing to take from some people, to give it to other people, from those who have too much to those who have too little, and see no problem in that, because they say pretty much everybody is the same, because this action will then provide a better world for all and blah blah blah. But if you think this to the bitter end, that would mean that in a case where you could save 2 people that you don't know by killing your own child, you would have to kill your own child. And the pure socialist that they try to condense right now out of all the socialists by saying you're not a socialist because these and that, go over to the evil right-wingers, but the last one, the purest of the pure, would do that. This is one thing you have to understand. The purest socialist would do that without blinking an eye. He would say, I save 2 people I don't know for killing 1 person that is related to me in some way. The thing is, most of us are not robots and are not psychopaths, and some people are closer to us than others that we don't even know. So if you're an healthy human being, you love your partner, you love your child, and you don't care about people all that much that you don't know. We call this tribalism. And tribalism means that you put your own group above the others. The lefties often call this xenophobia, but xenophobia means that you fear the others. Tribalism does not mean that you fear or that you hate the others, you just say, my people come first. And it does not matter how you turn it and what you say and what you do. As someone who is a father, I would not sacrifice my child for 10 people, for 20 people, for 100 people, for 1,000 people that I don't know. I would not even sacrifice them for millions. And socialists might come up and say, oh, you're evil because you wouldn't do that, but I do not care. I love my children, I love my family. And someone who can do that, someone who can take his child and sacrifice his child for saving 2 people he doesn't know, is in my eyes not really a human being. He might be a robot, an insane guy, or a psychopath. So if we go now back to this redistribution thingy, that's the same thing. I mean, in the past they took on that we pay now back, so they moved money from our present and their future into their present and our past. And we still do that. We take from the productive and give it to the unproductive. We take it from the families and give it to strangers. So can these people who do that hold the moral high ground? From the views of a robot or a Vulcan, yes. But from my side, from my point of view as a human being who loves his family, it's not. It's not the case. My family comes first. My friends come first. My community comes first. Before the people I do not know. And this is what we do all over the world. So if we think about what's the difference between human beings and these intelligence machines, it will come up that machines can indeed be communist, because they can do that. Socialism only works in a world without true love. They will call it love and will say you have to love everyone. It only works in a world where there is no love and where there is no bounding between families. And that's not a world worth living in.